just knowing this basic building block will be able to make you so many different things. So many different blankets, sweaters. Are you guys ready for Halloween yet? I am kind of ready for Halloween. I've been working on Halloween stuff since August, maybe even some from July. And one of the things I started was this. It is, you've probably seen a few videos back. I've been making all of these crazy Halloween color granny squares. This is my favorite right here. But what I have seen in the comments is there have been quite a few people who've just wanted to know how to make a basic granny square. So I thought, you know what? This is me at 5 o'clock in the morning. That sounds like an easy thing to show you guys this morning before I go off to babysit my granddaughter. So, see, most of the squares that I'm using in this crazy colorful Halloween Afghan are just basic granny squares. So, let's work on a basic Halloween granny square for our Afghan. See, basic granny squares. And you can make so many things with just a basic granny square. So let's get started. I am going to be using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook and some 4-weight yarn and some scissors. That's all you need for this. And just a quick reminder, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting that subscribe button down below so you will not miss a single second of Yarny fun. Okay, here we go. I am using my Clover 5.5 millimeter crochet hook and some Big Twist 4-weight yarn. Any 4-weight yarn will work. This is Big Twist value. This Big Twist is my favorite value yarn of all time. I just love it. It's inexpensive. It's soft. I love it. And you can get it only at Joann's or, you know, somebody's yarn stash, what have you. Okay, let's get started on this super easy, super simple Halloween granny square. Okay, so we're starting with a magic circle. And you can start your circle any way you'd like. This is the way I start my circles. Okay. I just wrap the yarn around my hands like that, or my fingers, take my hook, pull the yarn through, and then for the granny square, I'm going to chain 1, chain 2, and then double crochet into that magic circle 1 time. And see, the thing about the magic circle is when you pull on that, it'll make the little O smaller. Okay, so we've got 1. That's the first 2 double crochets. First 2 chain stitches. We've got that double crochet, 1 more double crochet. Those first 2 double crochets count as the first double crochet. And then chain 2. And then 2 double crochets into the magic circle. 1, 2, 3, then chain 2. Three more double crochets into the magic circle. Two more chain stitches. And then 3 more double crochets into the magic circle. 2 more double crochets. So what you'll have in this magic circle so far is 3 groups of 4 double crochets, with that first group being 2 double crochets and those first 2 chain stitches. Then with a magic ring, you'll pull on the end right there, and it kind of pulls it tight like that. Bring this to the back. We'll weave that in later. And into the top of the first double crochet, so you've got the 2 chains, you've got the double, you've got the double. Into the top of that first double crochet right there, slip stitch, and then slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet. We're just going over here. We're traveling over to this first corner, and then slip stitch into the whole corner. Now we're going to start the second round. Chain stitch 2, double crochet 2, chain stitch 2, double crochet 3. So see there, you've got your corner. Now we're going to skip over to the next corner, and we're going to double crochet 3, chain stitch 2, double crochet 3 more. So see, each corner here is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And that's all this second round is corners. Okay, so we come to the end of round 2, and see it's a bigger square now, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 3 double crochets and 4 corners. Now we're going to slip stitch into the top of that. See, there's the chains, then there's a double crochet, into the top of that first double crochet. Slip stitch, slip stitch into the next top of the next double crochet, and then slip stitch into the corner. Now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to go around for the third round. Corners are exactly the same. On that first one, it's chain 2, 2 double crochets, then chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then on the side here, whenever you're crocheting the sides, you just put in 3 double crochets into that space in between the 2 groups of 3 double crochets, and then another corner, 3 double crochet, three double crochet, 2 chains, three double crochets, oops, and see, sometimes whenever you're working, that little middle part will start to come undone. Just pull it a little tight. When we weave in the end, it'll keep that snug forever. So don't worry if it comes loose while you're crocheting, because you can always loosen it up a little. I mean, tighten it up a little. And so we're on round 3. And the great thing about granny squares is you can make them any color you want. You can make them orange and black for Halloween. You can make them red and green for Christmas, or red and green and white, or whatever. You can alternate every other row. You can alternate. There are just so many things you can do with granny squares. Let your imagination run wild. You can make great big granny squares and put them all together and make a blanket. You can make sweaters. They're like little building blocks. Granny squares are a building block of crochet. Okay, so there we go. That is a basic granny square right there for you guys. And you can make it as big or as little as you want. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the basics of how to make a granny square. Now, of course, you can go on to, I'm going to make this into 6 rounds, but I'm not going to do it all on camera because I think you guys have the idea, and it's just more of the same. It's double crochet 3, chain 2, double crochet 3 in the corner, and then on the sides it's double crochet into the spaces, double crochet 3 into the spaces. Okay, so that's how you make a basic granny square. Just like this. This has 6 rounds and 6 groups of 3 to make that granny square on each side. Now, the reason I call it Halloween is because I'm going to be making it in Halloween colors. You can start off with orange, you can make it in black, you can make 1 round orange, 1 round black, 1 round orange, 1 round black, all the Halloween colors. But since I am making granny squares for my super bright color Halloween blanket, you can see how those are kind of spooky colors, spooky fluorescent colors. And then, you know, you can get crazy, put pumpkins in the middle, but that's a whole different one. But the one that I do want to show you next, stay tuned for the next video, is this, where I'm making a granny square in a square, but I'm tilting it over a little. So I'm going to take this granny square, and that's why I made 6 rounds so that it has 6 granny squares, because that's going to be the basis for this square. But you can just make them this size. You can make them any size rounds you like. All right, you guys, have fun with your granny squares. Phew, it got hot in here. I had to put my hair up. Also, you guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave so you don't miss the notification for that next tutorial that comes up on how to make that square in a square. And so you never miss a single second of Yarny fun. Just knowing this basic building block will be able to make you so many different things. So many different blankets, sweaters, what have you. Okay, you guys have a wonderful day and be on the lookout for the square in a square Halloween crochet tutorial. Love you guys. Bye.